name is Nick Murillo. I am one of the trainers here. I actually come from Quotit as a tech manager for Quotit. I was doing that for a few years and have joined the training team since. So I'm very excited. This is my first Motivation Monday that I get to do with you guys. You'll be hearing from me a lot in the upcoming weeks here, months as we go. So excited to be getting to do this and getting to meet you guys and run with it here for AHCP. So again, just happy Motivation Monday. I'm starting it with one of my personal favorite quotes. It's a Zig Ziglar quote. It says, "Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude." Guys, and that is just so true, right? It happens often in the sales environment. You don't got to be the smartest person here to make a ton of money, right? It's your attitude. What attitude are you going to show up every day with work? What attitude are you going to bring onto those phone calls, guys? When you're closing those sales, because the attitude is the biggest key to that, and that's what the customers are hearing, right? And that's going to really determine your calls and where that's all going. So I just want to hit you guys with that. With that, we'll go ahead and get started here. So again, happy Motivation Monday. This week, we're going to go over a few different things, right? A couple tips of the week as usual. We're going to do our sales shout outs to all our sales leaders and the different products that we're hitting heavy on. Today, since I'm from Quotit, I'm going to go over building the perfect package using Quotit, right? So a ton of fun there. You'll be able to share a little bit of my insight, and hopefully you guys learned something new with that, and just different how to use the Quotit application and really how to dive into making those packages for your customer to really cover the gaps in the policies, right? We understand short-term isn't for everybody, right? But if we're using short-term as opposed to major medical, we know there's some gaps, and how do we cover those? How do we cover those gaps for our client to make sure that our customer really does have the most comprehensive plan out there that's going to work for their budget, right? And then obviously survey at the end that we'll go over. So we'll jump right into some tips of the week, guys. The first one, you may or may not have seen this in an email, but Pivot Health, they have reduced a lot of their short-term rates. This just happened last week on April 27th. So anywhere from 3% to 21% in 18 different states. So it's highlighted a little bit here, right? You'll see that at the very bottom it says rate reduction varies by zip code. So not every zip code in these states is going to hit this, but you can see up to 21% in Michigan, 18 in Pennsylvania, 14 in Arkansas, 12% Arizona, and 11 in Florida, Illinois, Ohio, Iowa, Alabama, Kentucky, Oklahoma, West Virginia, Mississippi, Wyoming are at 8% down, and then Indiana 4, Texas, Wisconsin 3. So check that out if you haven't already. See how that's rating now. Is that more competitive for you guys? And maybe that'll open that product up, especially in some markets for you guys, to be more of a viable option. So look into that. And if that's working for you guys, obviously, let's start writing some of that business at the reduced prices there, right? The other things that we want to go over, guys, couple big things with some of our carriers here. So National General, this is coming up in a couple weeks here, guys. In the state of Utah, the short-term medical is going to extend to offer 12-month plans for new business. They're going to get rid of the 6x2s, okay, for new business. They're also going to give us a 12x2 option if we want to go out 2 years there. And then you can extend the current 6x2 plans for existing business. Policies in their first short-term policy term as of June 1st and later will extend to 12-month policies, okay? In the state of Michigan, a 6-month plan duration is going to change just a little bit. And then in the rewrite question, it says, in the last 12 months, have you or any person applying for coverage been insured with a short-term plan by National General in the past 6 months, okay? So we have to be aware that that question is going to come up on rewrites for the state of Michigan. And UHC in Oregon, they discontinued their plan just last week. And then HII is also discontinuing their Slaco plan or their product, but the Life Shield plans will still be available in PA. So just a couple things you guys want to be aware of. Look out for, if these are plans that you roll or impacting you. Look into different options available in those states to get you guys rewritten, okay? Or get you guys written in different policies. All right. So for our sales leaders, and kudos guys, for short term, last week, the week of April 29th, our leaders were NatGen and UHC in the short term market. So kudos there for writing all that business, guys. Limited Medicals, Manhattan Life. Accident, we're sticking strong on the Plan Enhancer, which is a great product. So keep going with that, guys. Great job. Critical illness, we're jumping into Colorado Bankers Life on the list now. Again, strong product. Glad you guys are writing it. Continue that. And then dental, we're sticking strong with Emeritus and National General. Both great products. For our short-term medical sales, we had Katya, Cody, and Andrew all on the leaderboard there. Congrats to the three of you, names that we see a lot up here. So continue doing that, guys. Great job this week. Limited medical as well, we have Katya, and then John Ruhlman on the limited med list. So congrats to both of you on being our tops in that market. And then for accident, we have Daniel Ina and Lori Lipton. So congrats, guys. Great job to our sales leaders this week, guys. Keep up the good work. Keep pushing. Let's really work to get those sales and get these numbers improved even a little bit higher than we've currently got. So with this, guys, I'm going to jump in now to the reason we all have me here. We're going to go into Quotit, right? And going over creating that perfect package in Quotit for your clients, okay? So I'm going to jump into our Quotit application. If you guys haven't seen it before, hopefully you have. You should be writing if you haven't seen it, as this is the coverage builder application. So you'll see we're logged in here. So first thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take you, if you're unfamiliar with the package builder tool in Quotit, I want to show you guys where to find that right now. So you're going to go into your settings here. At the top navigation bar, you click on settings, okay? And when you go into the settings, it's going to be your very first setting available here. In the settings, it's called proposal preferences, okay? In the industry, you're going to hear the term referred to as package builder, and you'll see why. When we click proposal preferences here, under agency preferences, you see we got package builder up here, right? So it's what we call it. We call it the package builder. So when you hear that term, this is what we're referring to. As you'll see in this account, we have a ton of packages already created. Your login may or may not already have some of these packages created. But I want to go into showing you guys how to create a brand new one of these, okay? So we're going to go to add a new package. And for this, let's call it Motivation Monday today, right? Now, a state I work a lot in is Florida, so I'm going to just do Florida for this package, just to show you guys and show you how simple this is. But also, I really do want to create that perfect package, so we want to jump into what we're going to do for that. So on selecting products, you do the National General drop-down, and then we're always going to start with a short term, right? We want to have our core short-term product. Plan type, you can do any. Now, when I come in here and I'm looking at our short-term products, my personal favorite right here is this 5,100, right? I mean, this is just letting your customer know, one, we got a $5,000 deductible, which is already less than most major meds out there, right? And then we're going to have 100 on the co-insurance, right? So your customer is not going to be responsible for anything after their deductible is met. The insurance company is going to pick that up. That's a beautiful product. Customers love hearing that, right? Once they hit their deductible, they are done. They're done paying right now. Obviously up until the $1 million threshold. But great product. Make sure your clients are aware of that. But this is a big one that I sell. I love it. So really look into that, guys. Make sure that this is one of your go-to short terms, right? From there, I'm going to add a fixed indemnity plan onto this, right? I happen to love the Foundation Health Enhanced Level B. For those of you guys that don't know or aren't aware, this Foundation Health, the fixed indemnity plans are the #1 product that when your customer uses it, they keep it. This is how you keep your clients on the books, guys. What client doesn't want to receive money back for using their insurance, right? So it's huge. When you couple it with the short term, right, you get the pre-negotiated rate. So let's say doctor's visits, they're going to get a $70 payout. Well, a doctor visit on a negotiated rate is about $72. Means your client's going to pay $2 out of pocket to go to the doctor, right? That's how these plans are going to work together. Ton of benefits like that. And so make sure your clients are aware of that, why they would use it, and how it really couples in with each other. But this is going to make it to where there's very minimal out of pocket, and in some situations, your client may even be getting money back for using this Foundation Health, right? So great, great product. I love throwing that in there with my short-term plans. From there, we're going to go and add another product, right? And let's go look at what else we have. So I want to go into the accident umbrella. And as you guys saw, under accident, plan enhancers are #1 seller, right? So obviously plan enhancer is a good one. Now, this package can go one of two ways, right? You guys are trying to cover the deductible for your client, right? Now, I love the AME with the cancer, heart, and stroke, and the sickness hospitalization rider, right? Sickness inpatient here. So I love this. Now, the reason I would choose 5,000 here is if I have one family member, right? If I'm dealing with a single individual here, then all they need to do is cover their deductible with that $5,000, right? For accident, for cancer, heart, stroke, for sickness in hospital, whatever that might be. Now, if we have a husband-wife team on here, right? Well, now you might need to look into getting that closer to 10,000, right? We want to cover the maximum exposure of our couple here, right? So that could be a 5,000 out of pocket for both. So just be aware of this, guys. When you're creating your package, what are you using it for? What family type are we using it for? Because really the goal here is to cover the exposure, right? So make sure that you're aware going in and that you're able to explain that to your customer, why we went with the 10,000 as opposed to the 5,000, okay? In this case, I'm going to go with the $5,000 plan enhancer here. Now I'm going to go in, I want to look for a critical illness. Critical illness, these are the ones that are going to knock your customer out of work for quite some time, right? You don't usually get a critical illness and you're walking back into the office the next day, right? So what this is here for is to really, we know when anything else, if anything happens, these first 3 plans that we put here are going to cover the actual out-of-pocket that your customer is going to incur, right? What this is really about is making sure that your customer can live their day-to-day life as they're getting better, right? So I personally love the 50,000 here. Your average customer's probably month-to-month bills are probably somewhere in the $4,000, $5,000, right? I mean, that's just your normal monthly bills with rent, food, all your bills. So you want to think about it. If they get a critical illness, they could be out for a little bit of time. This 50,000 should cover them for about a year, right? As they're getting back on their feet. Explain that to them. Explain where this comes into play. Why are we choosing this amount? It's not just an arbitrary amount. Now, hey, heck, if your client gets better after 2 weeks and they're good to go, well, hey, they've got 50,000 to really take care of anything that came up or that they might need to. Or hey, if nothing comes up, go ahead and buy yourself a brand new TV, throw a little party, right? But this is here to really help your client if they are out for any extended period of time, to make sure that they're going to be just fine and their bills are going to be paid, okay? And not just the medical bills like we're paying in these first ones. And then last thing here, guys, we're going to add a dental plan, right? Everybody has teeth, right? Depending on the state that we're dealing with for our customers here, but everybody should have teeth, guys. Dental is the easiest product to add on. I mean, really, there shouldn't be too many sales where we're not adding some sort of dental product on there. It's very inexpensive, and everybody knows they need dental insurance, guys. So we just throw those on, guys. That's 5 applications right here, right? In one policy, essentially, that we're writing here. and it all ties into each other. And so we created this as a package for Florida. Okay, so this is something that you could sell to multiple customers back to back to back. If this is something that you just know works well together and these products work well together, and in this case, these products work beautifully together, right? So wanted to kind of dive into the logic there. Why would we create these packages? How do we create them? And now you see I got my Motivation Monday package right in here, right, with my 5 products. So get in here, guys, get into the settings, play in the package builder. You're going to agency preferences, proposal preferences, and then that's your package builder that you can create. I'm also going to quickly touch on where does that play in, right? So let me just run a quick quote in here. I'm going to use a Florida zip code here, 33065. Now in this case, since I created it for an individual, right, with that $5,000 AME, I'm going to just go ahead and just do one person here, and I'm going to change it to just a 12-month plan. I don't want to do a 12 by 2. In this case, this customer just wants 12 months. We're going to do it for tomorrow's coverage date. And I'm going to hit show plans. It is going to first take me into my package builder screen. It's going to say, hey, Nick, you have some packages available in that zip code with the customer census that you've given us, right? So first thing we want to do is do a double check here to make sure, is this what you want to write them? And you'll see we actually have a couple packages here, right? We have a Florida Association D1 with a short-term accident and dental, or we have my package right here, right? $441 a month. This is a beautiful thing, guys. So you can either create the proposal and email it to your client, or you can just go right into the enrollment and get them enrolled, right? Now, if you're talking with your client and the price is just a little bit up there, maybe they're not seeing how the fixed indemnity is really going to benefit them. They think that the AME is really going to cover the deductible, right? Critical illness separate on the side, and then, yeah, they want dental. Well, you can just uncheck this as well, guys. You see it adjusts the price, and now this price might be a lot more cost effective for your client, right? That's going to really fit into their budget. So that's something that you can play with, guys. Really make it easy to adjust this package to really work for you and your client. And then when you determine what you want to do, whether you're keeping that or not, you click enroll, and all you do, guys, is quickly enter an email. So, and I'm just making an email up there, guys, and this is going to jump us right into our enrollment. Excuse me. And as you guys know from the enrollment in Quotit, this is a really quick and easy process. You see up here, just get the quick applicant information, quickly go through and answer any qualifying questions that we have here, any underwriting questions that we have. We got 5 plans right there. Enter the payment, and then as you know with the summary, it's going to shoot your customer the email where they can just go ahead and easily sign that application for us, right? Super simple. Guys, this whole process might take a total of 5 to 10 minutes, and you just got 5 applications right there, right? That is huge, huge. 5 applications in 5 minutes. So play with this, guys. Build those packages that are going to work for you. Understand how the products work and how those packages are going to work together. If you don't, definitely ask somebody, ask a leader, ask a manager. Let's make sure that we are making the package that's going to best fit for our client, right? And that's what this is all about, guys, is making sure that our client is getting the best insurance that we can get for them. It's really going to cover them at the best budget in their that they have allowance for, right? So guys, that's really what we would use Quotit for on creating a package. Jump in there and play with it. And then with that, guys, I mean, we're going to be coming to an end here. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, obviously go ahead and email training@ahcpsales.com. Obviously, or you can call agency services at 877-228-8773. Again, my name is Nick Murillo. I'm one of the trainers here. You'll be hearing a lot of me in the future here. This was a ton of fun, guys. I look so much forward to this in the future. And good luck this week. Go get some sales, guys. Good job.